Hello everyone, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. The problem which we are going to see in this tutorial is to find the minimum distance between two numbers in an unsorted array. So let's get to it. So we will be given an unsorted array, and we will also be given two numbers x and y, and we have to find the minimum distance between these two numbers x and y in the array. The array might also contain duplicate elements. So we have to find the minimum distance between all the combinations of x and y. Then also it also means that we can assume that x and y are different. They are not the same, and also both x and y are present in the array. So these two boundary conditions will not exist. Okay, so let's understand the problem better. So suppose we have this input array which has just the two elements 1 and 2. So if x is 1 and y is 2, then the distance between these two elements is just 1. Yeah, quite simple. So let's get to some more complex array where we have three elements. We have x equal to 3, y equal to 5. Now we have to find the smallest distance between, I mean the minimum distance between these two elements. So between 3 and 5, the minimum distance will be of 2. So this is 1 and then this is 1. So 2. Yeah, that's what mentioned here. Then we have a bigger array this time. We have to find the minimum distance between 3 and 6. So let's see, we have a 3 here, we have a 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, and 3 here. Okay, so looks like we have only two threes, one at the starting and one at the end. So the minimum distance, this distance is 4, and this distance is again 4. So the minimum distance will be 4. Okay, now let's look at another example. So this is the array where we have to find the minimum distance between 3 and 2. So we have a 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, and 3 here. Okay, so distance between these 2 and 3 is 2. Distance between this is 1. So definitely the output will be 1 in this case. So I think now we are clear with the problem. So now let's look at the solution. So the naive and the brute force solution would be use of two loops. So we'll have one outer loop and one inner loop. So outer loop will pick all the elements in the array one by one. The inner loop will pick all the elements after the element picked by the outer loop. So we are just having the two loops. And if the element picked by the outer loop and the inner loops have the same value as x or y, then if needed, we update the minimum distance. So let's see that the values picked by the outer and inner loop should have the same values as x or y. So either the value picked by outer loop should be x and value picked by the inner loop should be y, or it should be other way around. Then only we check if the minimum distance between them is greater than the distance between these two elements. Then in that case we'll update the minimum distance. Let's see in the code. Okay, so here we have the driver program. So we have the array here. Then we are basically getting the size of the array. Then we are declaring the x and y. So for this array, we are gonna find the minimum distance between 3 and 6. So we are basically calling this function. So this is the crux of the algorithm. So as per the algorithm, we first of all have to initialize the minimum distance as int max. So that is the maximum possible integer value. And from here we'll minimize it down. Then we have two loops. One is this loop, second loop is this. So this goes from I to n minus 1. This goes from I plus 1 to n minus 1. And then we basically check if x is equal to array I and y is equal to array j, or it's the other way around. if any of these condition is true and the minimum distance till now is greater than the absolute value of I minus j. So remember, I and j are the index variables here. So the minimum distance will be compared to the absolute value of I and j, the difference between the absolute value of I and j. And if the minimum distance is greater, then we basically update the minimum distance with the absolute value. So we basically try out all the combinations using these two loops, and in the end we return the minimum distance. So like for this given array, the minimum distance between 3 and 6 will be 4. So let's see that we have a 3 here, 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, and then we have a 3 here. So distance between 6 and 3 is 4 here, and distance between 3 and 6 here is also again 4. So the minimum distance will be 4, right? So this algorithm is working perfectly fine. Okay, so the time complexity will be order of n square, which is pretty much evident from the use of two loops here. So yeah, so that's it. So the question is that can we do better? Yes, we can do better. So let's have a method 2, which is kind of a little bit tricky, but it will improve upon the time complexity. So we traverse the array from left side and stop if either x or y is found. So this is the first step of this algorithm, and then we'll have the second step. So the first step says that you traverse the array from left side, and if you find either x or y, then you just stop there. You store the index of this first occurrence in a variable called previous. So prev previous used for previous variable. So it will contain the index of the first occurrence of x or y till this point. Then we'll come to this part of the algorithm. So now we'll traverse the remaining part of the array, that is after the index previous. Then if the element at the current index I matches either x or y, then check if it is different from array previous. So we basically check that if here we got the variable x, then we should not find again variable x here. If we are finding variable x, then it's of no use to us. So we should find variable y. So if it in case we find a variable y here that it is different, so then we update the minimum distance if needed. So if the minimum distance is minimum distance is greater than the distance which we calculate at this step, then we update the minimum distance. Otherwise, we let it remain like that. And if it is the same, we just update the previous value as prev equal to I. Okay, so let's look at the code. I think it will make more sense after looking at the code. So we have the main function here. So we have the as an argument the input array, the length of the array, then x and y variables. Then we have the index int I equal to 0, minimum distance initialized to int max, then int previous. So these are basically the initial variables. Now remember we had two parts to the algorithm. This is the first part, and this will be the second part to the algorithm. So in the first part, we just had to find the first occurrence of the either of the values x or y. So here we are traversing the array. If we find either x or y, we just update the value of previous variable with index I, and we break. So this loop breaks at the first occurrence of either x or y. Then from that point till the n minus 1, so we run a loop and we see if array of I is equal to x or is equal to y. If any of that case is there, then we again check that if it is same as the previously found element or it's not. if it's as the previously found element and the minimum distance is greater than currently found minimum distance is greater than the minimum distance between the previous element and the current element, then we update the minimum distance and we also update the previous variable. If these both the variables are same or this condition is false, then we just update the previous variable. So after that after this loop is completed, then we just return the minimum distance here. Cool. So this is the driver function. So again, the driver function is almost same. It takes the same arguments, same initial variables. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a dry run and of the algorithm so that we can understand it better. So we have this array here, and we have to find the minimum distance between x equal to 3 and y equal to 6. So we initialized int minimum distance with int max. Previous is as of now undefined, and I is equal to 0. So we come here. So on the first step itself, we found that x equal to 3. So this part of the algorithm will only run once, and will have the int will have the previous variable as 0, and minimum distance will remain as int max. Okay, so previous variable is now 0, I equal to 1, so I equal to 1 means this number, and the minimum distance is still int max. Okay, so now we are gonna start executing this part. So 5. So 5 is neither x nor y, so we don't do anything. We just increment the value of I. I becomes 2. We come here. So 4 is neither 3 nor 6. And we'll just increment I to 3. Then we come here. Again 2 is neither 3 or 6. We again increment the value of I. Then I becomes 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I becomes 6. So this condition holds true. So basically this condition will hold true here. And so we see that the previous variable array of previous is not equal to array of I, because this value was 3 and this value is now 6. So that is true. And I minus previous, so I minus previous, so in that case right now previous was 0, I is 4, so 4 minus 0 uh, is 4, and the minimum distance is int max. So 4 is basically smaller than int max minimum distance. So we'll update minimum distance with 4 and previous with I. So this will become now 4, and this will basically become no, this will actually increment, but this will be updated as 4. Okay, so these both values are now 4, I is 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We come to 3. Okay, so now we have found x here. So we come here. Now we come here. So the previous array of previous was actually array of 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that was 6. So we are basically comparing 6 with array of I, which is 3 here. So these both the elements are different, and I minus previous is also 1 here. Okay, and so it's less than the minimum distance, which is 4 right now. So the minimum distance will be 1 now, and the previous variable will be updated to 5. Okay, so 1, 5, and the I is now 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we come here. 0 is neither 3 nor 6. We move on. Then we come here. Again, same condition. We'll just increment the value of I. Now we come here. Again, it's not 3 or 6. We again go. Then we come here. Again, it's not 3 or 6. We again go. Then we come here. Again, it's not 3 or 6. We again move on. Then we come here. So now the previous value was 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this condition will hold true, but this condition will not hold true because this is also 3 and this is also 3, so we'll just come here and we'll just increment the we'll just update the previous variable. So previous variable will become 11, then we come to 12th index, and we are basically done with the algorithm because our array is now completed. So we have found the minimum distance, that is 1. So we'll basically return the minimum distance here. Okay, so in total we discussed two methods. First one was simple but had the time complexity of order of n square. Then we had the tricky one where we did the job in order of n. So order of n is the better approach. So that's all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. You can find all the stuff in this tutorial at this link. Do visit and try to run the code and get the first hand view of the algorithm. Thank you.